Hey everyone, welcome back to Rule by Seniors. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button right now because what we're about to share with you today could literally save your financial life. I'm not exaggerating. The Social Security Administration has just issued a warning so serious, so urgent, that every single person receiving Social Security benefits in this country needs to stop what they're doing and pay attention. It doesn't matter if you've been collecting for years, if you're about to retire, or if someone you love depends on disability payments. This affects you. This affects your family. And we are going to walk through every single piece of it together so that by the end of this video, you are protected. Now, before we dive in, I want you to take a deep breath. Because I know when you hear the words SSA warning, your heart drops. You start thinking, are my benefits being cut? Is something being taken away from me? And I completely understand that fear because for millions of Americans, that monthly Social Security check isn't just money. It's rent. It's groceries. It's medication. It's survival. So yes, this is serious. But here's what I need you to understand. The people who get hurt are the ones who don't know what's coming. And after today, that will not be you. Let's talk about what's actually happening right now. The SSA is sounding the alarm because recipients are being attacked from multiple directions at the same time. Scammers are getting smarter and more ruthless. Overpayment notices are showing up in mailboxes and wiping out people's entire monthly checks. Identity thieves are breaking into accounts and stealing benefits that people worked their whole lives to earn. And new rules are changing how the SSA collects money it says you owe. All of this is happening right now, and the SSA wants you to be ready. Let's start with the scams because this is where real people are losing real money every single day. And what's happening out there right now is genuinely frightening. These are not random criminals making clumsy phone calls. These are organized, professional operations that have studied Social Security recipients and figured out exactly how to terrify you into handing over your life savings. They call you, they text you, they email you, and they say things that make your blood run cold. They tell you your Social Security number has been suspended, that it was connected to criminal activity, that there are warrants out for your arrest, that your benefits will be cut off today unless you act right now. They want you panicking because a panicking person stops thinking clearly. And the moment you stop thinking clearly, they move in for the kill. Here is what I need you to tattoo on your brain. The real Social Security Administration will never call you and ask for your Social Security number. They already have it. The real SSA will never ask you to pay a fee to protect your benefits. The real SSA will never, and I mean never, tell you to go buy gift cards to settle a government debt. Not iTunes cards. Not Google Play cards. Not any cards. Ever. If anyone on the phone is asking you for gift cards, that is a criminal. Hang up. The real SSA will never threaten to have you arrested. And the real SSA will never ask you to wire money or send cryptocurrency. The moment you hear any of those things, hang up the phone. Don't say goodbye. Don't argue. Don't try to catch them in a lie. Just hang up. Because every second you stay on that call, they're working on you. Now here's how the real SSA actually reaches you. They send letters through the mail. That's it. That's their primary method. They may call you, but only if you've already been in contact with them and you're expecting that call. If you ever get a surprise call from someone claiming to be from the SSA and something feels wrong, hang up and call the real SSA yourself at 1-800-772-1213. That is the official number. You can also walk into your local SSA office in person or handle things through the official website at ssa.gov. Those are your safe channels. Anything outside of those channels, treat it like the threat that it is. Now let's talk about overpayment notices because this is something that has brought grown adults to tears. People who did everything right, who followed the rules, who worked hard their entire lives. Opening up a letter and finding out they supposedly owe the government thousands of dollars back. Sometimes tens of thousands. And the fear and the shame and the confusion that comes with that letter is overwhelming. So let me explain what's actually happening. An overpayment occurs when the SSA paid you more than they believe you were entitled to receive. Maybe your income changed. Maybe there was a calculation error on their end. Maybe you went back to work part-time and the SSA kept sending the old amount while their system was catching up. Whatever the reason, they want that money back. And recently, the SSA changed its rules to allow it to withhold up to 100% of your monthly benefit to recover that overpayment. Think about what that means. Your check goes to zero. Gone. The money you depend on to keep the lights on, to buy food, to pay for your prescriptions, completely withheld until the debt is cleared. After an enormous amount of public pressure, the SSA pulled back on this somewhat. But the rules are still changing and still dangerous, which is exactly why you cannot afford to ignore an overpayment notice. If that letter shows up in your mailbox, you have 60 days. 60 days to fight back. You can request a waiver, which is you telling the SSA that this wasn't your fault and that repaying this money would cause you serious hardship. Or you can file an appeal, which is you telling them their determination is wrong and demanding they look at it again. If you do either of those things within that 60-day window, the SSA cannot collect while they're reviewing your case. That is your protection. That is your shield. But if you set that letter on the counter and walk away from it, if you let those 60 days expire without doing anything, that shield disappears. And they can start taking your money almost immediately. Please do not let that happen. Let's talk about something that catches a lot of people completely off guard. And that's what happens when you're working and collecting benefits at the same time. If you haven't yet reached your full retirement age, which falls between 66 and 67 depending on your birth year, the SSA puts a cap on how much you can earn before they start reducing your benefit. And this catches people off guard every single year. Someone picks up a few extra shifts. Someone gets an unexpected bonus. And then 12 months later, a letter arrives telling them they were overpaid. This is preventable. Know your earnings limit. Report your income changes the moment they happen. A 5-minute phone call now can save you from a devastating letter next year. And speaking of reporting things, let's be very clear about your responsibilities as a benefit recipient. The SSA needs to know when things in your life change. Your income, your marital status, your address, whether you've left the country, whether a family member who receives benefits on your record has passed away or moved out. The SSA handles hundreds of millions of accounts, and it depends on you to keep them updated. When you don't report a change and they keep paying the wrong amount, that becomes an overpayment. And that becomes your problem to solve. Make the call. Send the update. The discomfort of navigating the SSA phone system for 20 minutes is nothing compared to the nightmare of owing thousands of dollars you don't have. Now let's talk about something that genuinely keeps me up at night, and that is identity theft targeting Social Security recipients. Criminals are breaking into people's My Social Security accounts online, changing the direct deposit information and redirecting entire monthly payments into their own bank accounts. Imagine waking up on payment day, your account is empty, your rent is due, your medication needs to be refilled, and your money is sitting in a stranger's account on the other side of the country. This is not a hypothetical. This is happening to real people right now. And the victims are devastated, not just financially, but emotionally. Because there is something deeply violating about someone stealing money you spent your entire working life earning. The best defense against this is to set up your own My Social Security account at SSA.gov before someone does it for you. Because once you have an account in your name, it becomes dramatically harder for a criminal to create one and use it against you. Use a strong password, not your birthday, not your pet's name, a real password. Enable two-factor authentication so that even if someone steals your password, they still can't get in without your phone. And always double-check that you're on the real SSA.gov website before entering any information. Scammers build fake websites that look identical to the real thing. For those of you receiving Supplemental Security Income, SSI, I need you to pay special attention here. The rules around SSI are extremely strict. The resource limits, just $2,000 for an individual and $3,000 for a couple, have not been updated in decades. And if anything pushes you over those limits, even a one-time gift or inheritance, your eligibility for that month can be affected. Report any change in your resources immediately. Don't wait. Don't assume it'll work itself out. Report it. And for everyone on Social Security who is also on Medicare, please understand how these two programs affect each other. Your Medicare Part B premium comes directly out of your Social Security check. When those premiums rise, your net payment goes down even if your gross benefit went up. A lot of people see a cost of living increase announced and then open their January statement confused and angry because the number didn't change the way they expected. That's the Medicare premium eating into your COLA. Understand your statement. Know what you're actually receiving and why. On the topic of the COLA, while that annual increase is something we all look forward to, Be aware that a bigger check can sometimes push you over income thresholds for other assistance programs like Medicaid or Medicare savings programs. If that happens, you could lose benefits that were helping you cover costs that your Social Security alone can't handle. Review your full financial picture every time a significant COLA kicks in. Make sure gaining a little on one end isn't costing you more on the other. And finally, make sure your bank account information on file with the SSA is current and correct. If you close an account and forget to update your records, your payment bounces back to the SSA and you go without until it gets sorted out. If you don't have a bank account, look into the Direct Express debit card, a program specifically designed for federal benefit recipients that gives you safe, reliable access to your payments without needing a traditional bank. So here's what I need you to do today. Right now, go to ssa.gov and log into your My Social Security account. If you don't have one, create one today. Verify your address, your direct deposit information, your benefit amount. Make sure everything is right. Commit to memory the signs of a scam: gift cards, wire transfers, threats of arrest, demands for your Social Security number over the phone. Hang up on all of it. If you have an overpayment notice sitting somewhere in your house, go find it right now. You may still have time to act. Know your earnings limit if you're working and collecting at the same time. And please, share this video with someone you love who receives Social Security: a parent, a neighbor, a friend. Because the information in this video is the difference between someone protecting themselves and someone becoming a victim. You earn these benefits. You paid into this system your entire working life. Nobody has the right to take that from you. Not scammers, not criminals, not overpayment collectors acting without warning. You have rights. You have options. And now you have the knowledge to use them. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching all the way to the end. Please share this with someone who needs it. Drop your questions in the comments below, and we will see you in the next one right here at Rule by Seniors.